slash. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my French brain. Now it's like worth for 10K or cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights hot straight off the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The Broncos at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson going to change things up here. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Rodgers' throw there, complete to Hamler. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Second and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force third and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on third down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Pushes past him. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. You talk about this Jets defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tyler Beatty, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
A
Those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. They're going right back to Hamler. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. K.J. Hamler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
2nd down and 3. Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson on the move to his left. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Play action. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an eye formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
No, old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Wilson's throw pulled in by Morton. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now it's Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On first down, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Jets first down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And the Jets are going to be set up at a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from a yard out. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, let's put 6 on the board, fellas!
They go play action now. Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about.
And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On play action, Rodgers. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They work now on 2nd and 9. A give to Williams, running right. There he goes, right side. There he goes again. Javonte Williams on his horse. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On play action, now Rodgers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, 26 yards. And the Broncos are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. K.J. Hamler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Jets 24. Rick Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Wilson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
They're hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this whip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They're on 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Williams. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One final try now for Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. K.J. Hamler laying himself out in the end zone. And the Jets get a bit closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
56. Jets 38. Frank Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Charles